Two houses sit side by side. Same size, same furniture, same income. Yet one feels calm and one feels heavy. You walk inside the first home and your shoulders drop, your breathing slows, and something quietly tells you to relax. You step into the second home and everything looks perfect, yet a strange pressure sits invisibly on your chest immediately. The weird part is that this difference has nothing to do with money, luxury decoration, or expensive furniture at all. You have felt this exact difference before, walking into someone's home and instantly sensing whether your body relaxes or tightens. That instant bodily reaction is never truly random. It comes directly from invisible signals hidden inside that particular quiet space. The real difference hides inside tiny daily habits that silently decide how your entire home actually feels to live in. These habits quietly decide whether your home stays just a place or becomes somewhere your tired mind can finally rest. Have you noticed how inside certain homes you automatically lower your voice without any rule or warning telling you to? Something in the atmosphere gently shifts you, while other homes feel heavy even when every single corner looks perfectly decorated. In those heavy homes, your brain feels like it keeps receiving information instead of finally getting the rest it needs. In Japan, homes approach this whole idea differently, focusing less on how a house looks and more on its feeling. They care deeply about how living inside the home actually feels, not simply about how impressive the rooms visually appear. The best part is that this needs no bigger house, no expensive design, and no perfect apartment to actually work. You only need a few simple daily patterns, and today I will reveal 6 quiet but powerful Japanese home habits. These habits do not just make a home beautiful, they create that feeling where your tired mind can finally relax. Picture an early morning inside a small Tokyo apartment where an elderly woman slowly wakes and does something surprisingly simple. She does not check her phone first. She does not switch the television on. She simply opens the window wide. For a few quiet seconds, she lets the fresh outside air drift inside, and that tiny action hides real power. In Japanese living, keeping a home clean is not enough because sometimes the home's whole environment itself needs a reset. Think about how differently you feel inside a room that was aired out compared to one sealed shut all overnight. One feels light and truly alive against your skin, while the other feels stale, heavy, and strangely stuck inside time. Your body always notices the subtle shift instantly, even when your busy mind is far too distracted to consciously realize. We live inside our rooms so constantly that we stop noticing how air, light, and temperature quietly shape our mood. Often, nothing is actually wrong inside the home, yet the space still feels heavy for reasons we cannot quite name. The reason is not always clutter, because sometimes a room simply needs one fresh new signal to feel alive again. Our modern lives have become so fast that we quietly abandon the small morning habits that once defined every home. Opening a window at dawn, sipping tea by a bright window, sitting briefly in soft winter light without any rush. These were never simply empty routines. They were a quiet way of giving the home a fresh signal each day. Back then, all of this felt completely normal, yet today, these same small moments feel almost like rare, quiet luxuries. Sometimes, changing your home does not require buying anything new. It simply requires truly feeling what already quietly exists there. But a home's whole experience does not shift through fresh air alone, because another free thing gets ignored constantly today. That single ignored thing is silence. And have you noticed how much we now fear one empty, quiet, unfilled moment? We have slowly trained ourselves to believe that empty, quiet time is wasted time we must urgently fill up somehow. Standing inside a lift, we instantly grab our phones. Eating a meal, we play something quietly running in the background. Driving somewhere, we quickly start a podcast as if every small silence must be filled immediately before it can settle. But Japanese aesthetics hold one fascinating idea that sometimes the very thing which is completely missing matters most of all. A room's true value is not decided only by the things inside it, but also by its deliberate empty space. Imagine one traditional Japanese room with a simple bare floor, natural materials, little decoration, and a soft, calming, thinking-friendly silence. Inside that quiet space, you can suddenly hear your own thoughts clearly, without 100 small distractions pulling you everywhere. But your overloaded mind does not need more input. It truly needs far fewer things pulling at it constantly instead. This gentle emptiness never feels boring. Instead, it gives your overworked mind a rare, genuine chance to properly, deeply rest. Silence gives your tired brain the rare, open space it needs to finally process, settle, and quietly recover from everything. Modern homes hide a quiet problem. We made them so consuming that barely any room remains left for real recovery. Every corner holds something, every moment carries a sound, and every single second brings yet another buzzing phone notification instantly. Sometimes we are not actually tired at all. We are simply overloaded, and quiet silence becomes a powerful reset button. Our own homes once held such moments too, sitting quietly by a window and just watching the world outside slowly. Those slow moments never felt productive, yet they quietly gave the mind space to breathe and feel truly, fully human. Not every empty space needs filling, because some spaces exist purely so we can finally feel our own quiet selves. Now, imagine walking into a room where the curtains stay closed and artificial lights burn even though morning already arrived. Outside, the day has clearly begun, yet inside that closed, dark room, it still stubbornly feels like the middle night. Now, imagine a completely different second scene where soft morning light slowly slides across a warm wooden bedroom floor instead. The room feels bright, but never harsh, as though the entire home is gently waking up alongside the new day. In Japanese homes, natural light is not seen only as brightness, but also as a way of truly feeling time. Our human bodies were quietly designed to follow the natural light, waking with brightness and slowing with evening's growing darkness. When we block that daylight out completely, our inner rhythm loses its anchor and the whole day feels quietly confusing. Morning light gives one feeling, the afternoon light gives another, and warm evening light carries its own soft, gentle mood. Here lies an interesting difference, because we often decorate our homes but completely forget to connect them with passing time. Letting daylight move naturally through your rooms gently reconnects your tired body with the honest, real rhythm of passing time. Many of us already know this feeling, placing a chair inside winter sun and just sitting there quietly for warmth. The soft light spilling into a kitchen at dawn, or that warm, golden glow filling a room each fading evening. That is never merely light, because moments like these quietly create the memories that make a whole house feel alive. A peaceful home is not one with perfect lighting always, but one where the shifting, changing day still feels alive. Sometimes we start treating our home as merely a closed, sealed box, cut off completely from the whole outside world. A place where the outside world ends and inside life begins, sharply divided by one hard, uncrossable, firm, rigid line. Humans were never truly meant to live completely sealed away, cut off entirely from sky, air, greenery, and open weather. But Japanese homes offer one unique idea that feels surprisingly useful even inside today's small, crowded, busy modern apartments too. It describes one special place where a person sits neither fully inside the home nor fully outside in the world. The Japanese call this the Engawa, a wooden edge quietly connecting the home with the garden lying just beyond it. But its real purpose was never only architecture, because the Engawa was truly built to create one particular gentle feeling. Picture an early, quiet morning where a person sits there holding warm tea, the garden ahead, soft breeze drifting past. They sit inside the home, yet close to nature, hearing soft birds while staying wrapped in gentle, comfortable, calm shelter. Even a few quiet minutes spent half inside and half outside can calm the nervous system more than we expect. The Engawa's most beautiful part is not its looks, but how it teaches peaceful connection instead of constant anxious escape. It gently teaches you to connect peacefully with the world outside instead of always running away and hiding from it. This gentle in-between space reminds you that the wide world outside is never a threat, but a soft, calm companion. Modern apartments rarely have gardens or an engawa, yet that same gentle feeling can still be created quite simply anywhere. A quiet balcony, a chair beside a window, a small green plant, or any spot where you sit with yourself. Many of us once had such places, a rooftop, a veranda, a small balcony catching gentle early morning golden sun. Those small places were never expensive, yet somehow the warmest memories of our whole lives were quietly built right there. Sometimes we do not need more space at all. We just need somewhere to escape the world's relentless racing speed. So far, we have explored air, silence, light, and a gentle connection with the natural world sitting just outside us. But Japanese living holds another quietly beautiful idea, that your home itself can gently change and shift along with time. To understand this approach, there is one concept called Shun, meaning appreciating things exactly at their perfect, right, natural moment. Shun is not only about food and seasons, it is also about experiencing everyday life at its most fitting time. We usually treat our home as fixed, decorated once, furniture placed once, then left completely unchanged for many long years. But in the Japanese approach, the home quietly moves with life, gently, softly shifting its whole mood across each season. When your home shifts gently with the changing seasons, it stops feeling like a static box and starts feeling alive. When summer arrives, the space can feel airy with light, thin curtains, fresh, open air, and a bright, breezy openness. When winter comes, that very same space can turn warm with soft, thick blankets, cozy corners, and slow tea moments. When rain arrives, simply sitting near a window and watching the falling drops slide down becomes a small, beautiful experience. You begin noticing tiny details again, the first cold morning, the first warm evening, the whole year quietly turning forward. Here lies an important difference. We usually think that making a home beautiful means we must always buy something new. But Shun quietly asks a very different question. Are we truly experiencing the things we already own in fresh ways? This simple, gentle awareness turns ordinary days into small, quiet gifts you would otherwise rush past without ever truly noticing. This same warm feeling lives in every culture: the winter sun, long summer evenings, and hot tea during pouring rain. These simple, small moments are exactly what fill a home with warmth, memories, and a quiet feeling of being alive. A home truly feels alive when it does not just store things, but actually experiences time, seasons, and real moments. But if a home stays connected with the world outside, then one final thing matters deeply at each single night. A gentle ritual is needed that clearly signals the mind that the long day has finally, completely, and properly ended. Without a clear ending ritual, the day never really closes, and its stress silently follows you into a restless sleep. This brings the very last habit, Ofuro, because we often treat bathing merely as a routine to clean our body. But in traditional Japanese bathing culture, the meaning goes far deeper than cleaning, becoming a true daily quiet transition ritual. It becomes a moment where the whole day slowly dissolves, gently washing away all the noise and weight of hours. Imagine an evening scene where a tired office worker finally returns home after endless meetings, messages, deadlines, traffic, and noise. After arriving home, he slowly steps away from the world's fast speed. Phone aside, lights soft, a slow evening beginning. Then he finally bathes. And this simple act does not just relax his body, it signals his mind something important. The signal is clear and calming, telling the brain gently that this whole long day is now finally, safely over. This is exactly why certain rituals feel so powerful. They tell your tired brain one clear phase has truly completed. Your brain needs a clear line between working and resting, otherwise both quietly merge into one a long, exhausting, endless day. In today's busy life, one hidden problem exists. We reach home physically, but rarely ever truly arrive there mentally, too. Our body sits inside the home, but the mind still wanders through tasks, notifications, worries, and endless unfinished daily problems. This is exactly why transition rituals matter, because sometimes we do not need more rest, only one clearer, calming signal. A simple nightly ritual draws that line clearly, telling your whole tired body it is finally safe to fully rest. We simply need one clear signal telling us we are finally safe and this long, heavy day has truly ended. The most interesting truth is that bringing these Japanese habits home needs no Japanese house nor any expensive, perfect furniture. Because the real secret was never hiding inside design, it always quietly lived within your own simple, small daily signals. None of these 6 small habits demand money, space, or time. They only ask for your gentle, deliberate daily attention. And attention, unlike expensive furniture, is something every single person already owns fully and can start freely giving away today. You do not need 5 days to fully transform everything. You simply give your home one new signal each day. Let me now share a simple 5-day experiment where each day you gently give your home one small, meaningful signal. On the very first day, give your home a morning signal, simply opening a window for 5 quiet, fresh minutes. Let the fresh outside air drift slowly inside, and before touching your phone, simply notice your own home for once. On the second day, give your tired mind a rest signal, choosing one small, quiet corner inside your own home. Sit there for just 5 whole minutes without any phone, achieving nothing at all, simply being fully present and still. On the third day, give your home a light signal, finding any small spot where natural daylight can gently enter. Adjust the curtains, open the whole space, and simply let that soft, natural daylight pour freely into your quiet room. On the fourth day, make the weather a living part of your home, matching one small change to today's season. If it feels hot, make the whole space airy. If cold, build one warm, cozy corner for slow, quiet evenings. If it rains outside, deliberately create one slow, gentle moment, sitting near a window and quietly watching the falling water. On the 5th and final day, give your tired mind a signal that the whole day has now truly ended. Choose one simple night ritual, whether it is warm tea, quiet family time, gentle skincare, or a few silent minutes. Let this small, gentle ritual quietly tell your mind that the day is over, and now you can finally rest. After these 5 simple days, your home may not look like a magazine, yet it will feel far more yours. Now, let us return to that very same question we began with. 2 homes, same size, same furniture, same income. Yet stepping into one home instantly brings calm, while the other never does, even while looking equally perfect and polished. The difference was never in the sofa, and perhaps it was never even inside the curtains or the careful decoration. The difference lived inside those small, silent signals that quietly decide whether a home stays a place or a feeling. Because a truly peaceful home is never perfect. Not every corner is designed, and not everything inside is expensive there. But it holds one rare, gentle feeling that here you never have to prove anything, you simply need to relax. Peace is never truly the thing we carefully decorate onto the walls and surfaces inside our beautiful and polished homes. Peace is truly the quiet feeling we slowly build through our daily habits and those small, silent, repeated, everyday signals. So, if you also want your own home to feel calm, gently begin with one small signal starting today onward. Choose the very first signal you will apply today, and watch how slowly your whole home begins quietly feeling different. Because the biggest change in any home always begins with just one small habit and one quiet, gentle, single signal.